It's video game season, and boy are my allergies acting up. Achoo! Hi everybody, I'm Crep, I don't know what that intro was, and we're playing more La-Mulana. Huh? What? I thought we did everything we wanted to last time. We got the double jump, we got the axe on the way to getting the double jump. What else? What else could we do? What else could we want to do? Well, there is the entire rest of the game, if we so choose. And in all seriousness, we are going to be playing just a bunch more La-Mulana kind of in this video. I do have a goal in mind for this video, but it'll take a bit to get there. We're just going to do a bunch of random stuff, and hopefully it'll kind of culminate in a vision that we can all have together, that I planned for us all to have, and that we all have. First off, I don't need the serpent staff equipped still. I need my hand scanner, because I will need to read stuff at some point, eventually. Oh boy, it's the Gate of Guidance. Everybody remembers the Gate of Guidance? Yeah, it's a place. You go here. It's a gated community, etc. I said things last time. A bunch of skeletons. So there's this thing that's just kind of in this room. I keep falling for that. This is like the third or fourth time I've tried to record this video, and I keep falling for that for some reason. I don't have any reason to. I don't need to deal with that skeleton. Anyway, those spikes aren't real. We could have gotten this last time, but I didn't really have any reason to. But we're gonna get it now, because I have reason to. Sort of, I guess, kind of. It's the shuriken. It's our first sub-weapon, up there in the top right. Boop. You toss them. They go straight forward, kind of slowly. Clank off walls. How fun. And with that, we're already done in the Gate of Guidance. Say goodbye to it, everyone. It's time to kill Catball. Thank you. Doing our daily service. So, we need the shuriken for one thing, and one thing only, and it's getting this over here. You need to break this pot at a distance, and you need to not hit that wall, because it will hurt you. And dang it, because I got knocked off screen, now I have to start over, but that's fine. It was easier the second time for some reason. Now that we've done that, we're gonna go down here, and we're gonna go down here, and then we're gonna go down here, and then over here we've gone down there. And what's that? Looks like a dagger. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just, a knife. Not everything's got to be like real weaponry, it can just be a knife. And yeah, that was fun. Wasn't that fun? We have business elsewhere though, and Temple of the Sun will bring us there. Well, we'll have to bring ourselves there, but we will be brought there via the Temple of the Sun. We'll take that weight, thank you. May or may not need it. Pop our way over, hopefully not get hurt too much by the water. What a pesky nuisance thing water is in this game. 49 health should be just barely enough. Watch out, we've got Sneeple, snake people, down here. Oh hey, I didn't realize my blue bar was so full up. Excellent. 49 health we are no longer at. So, there's a thing that we want in the Chamber of Extinction. There's actually like a few things, so we're gonna get those things, and for that we gotta wander around in the dark. Now I could go and get the thing that lights up, or rather lets me light up, the Chamber of Extinction, but where's the fun in that? There isn't any. There is no fun. Also, there's this really creepy mini-boss here, and we gotta chop it up with our axe, and so we did. Hooray! There's also a chakram over here, which is another sub-weapon, which we won't be using, but it sure is nice to have, I suppose. It's like a safety chakram, safety weapon. Makes me feel good even though I don't do anything with it. And it was just kind of on the path, and it would have been more trouble to avoid it than to just get it. So, that's what we did. Oh, I actually didn't want to go down here. What am I thinking? It's so dark in here, I don't know where I'm going. But I wanted to go over here, and then right down over here. Check it out. It's the Grail Point. Now we can actually come back here. Don't worry about that save file. And, yeah, how cool is that? Well, you know what? I'm not done wandering around the dark, you know? I think this is just a real good time. There's all sorts of fun shenanigans we can get up to by not knowing where the heck we're going, and by that I mean knowing all too well where we're going, but having a difficult time seeing it. Oh no, there's water here. So here's a place where the knife is useful. You can swing it so fast that you can really rapid-fire break stuff that doesn't take damage, but just eventually gets worn down depending on how much you've hit it. Oh, oops, I don't want to go down here. I want to go up here. None of that probably made any sense, and I guess your only option is just to not worry about it. Break this seal that's right here on the wall. Make our way out. I'm just going to save myself a wait by just working right here. It's the same screen. What just hit me? Oh, hey. Get out of here. Come on. We'll take this platform we couldn't have seen up here. Hop up, open this chest. Look at that, it's the life seal. We wanted that. For reasons. And now we're gonna go do things at the mausoleum. Everybody remembers the mausoleum of the giants. What did we do here? Oh yeah, we bought the Hermes boots. We bought the Hermes boots and we got a life jewel. Sacred orb, that's what they're called. We did that, got that, but now it's time to make real progress in the area. That's right, we're gonna, like, do things that the game expects us to do. Outlandish. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna set this Nebra Sky Disk right here, which is a great name for anything. We're gonna set it to star, and then we're gonna warp back up here. Cool. So now we've done that, the Nebra Sky Disk just kind of affects things in the area. In a weird way, it sort of like resets, some semblance of like timeline for the individual giants. Sort of, I guess? It might be more valid to interpret it as like making these giants, which these are the real giants over here, they're not statues, making them believe that they're back at a point in their history that is outlined somewhere in the tablets in this area, such as this giant I can't remember the name of, just kind of taking a nap under the stars. You know, it's just natural. It's just what happens. And speaking of what happens, we're gonna just get this and get out of here. How fun. That wall comes up if you haven't broken this face right here. Now that wall's just gone forever. I did that. There's no real reason, to be honest. But I did it. And so, that accomplished something. That accomplished us getting the Ankh Jewel. What are we gonna need the Ankh Jewel for? Well, we're gonna fight a boss. You know, if that wasn't apparent. Because I think, I'm assuming you've seen the last 50 minutes of La-Mulana, of Let's Play a La-Mulana. Just, we'll play one. Actually, we don't really need to work for this one. We'll just take the elevator up. Elevator ride. Don't really have any good elevator music here. I mean, this song would be pretty cool to hear in an elevator, but I wouldn't necessarily call it appropriate. Also, that giant is wide awake again. All is as normal. And then now there's a pedestal over here we can put a weight on. And that did something. I forgot for a second that I don't even have the shell horn, so like nobody can know when I do a thing. When I do a thing, if it's even like successfully solving a puzzle or whatnot. No one will ever know, except for me. I'm the one who holds all the cards. Me and I alone. Alright, so that also did a thing, and the last thing to do is to set this to moon. And then we're gonna hop out of here and we're gonna heal up. That's all the prep work that we need to do to fight the boss, or the Guardian, in the Mausoleum of the Giants. That's what we're gonna do next. Mostly because I didn't really think I could justifiably get through this video without fighting another Guardian. It just seemed like the thing to do. I think it's the thing to do, so I'm doing it. It's the thing that I'm doing. I do it. I do the thing. 128 health. Let's get on over. Actually, yeah. Let's do this first. I could go fight the Guardian of the Mausoleum right now, but it would be nice to have a little more health, you know. You know, just a little more. And we could have gotten this last time as well, because all that we need to get the Sacred Orb in the Spring in the Sky, which is up on this screen, is the Burst Seal, which we have, and have had. Just right up here in this Chestomatic. Now we're at a whole 160 health. How cool is that? It's super cool. You don't even know. We didn't really get it, or rather not really. We didn't get it last time because we didn't really need it at that point. I didn't think it necessary to go get it before fighting Elmac, and after Elmac I didn't really need to have a whole bunch of health. Might have been nice for Anubis, but, you know, Anubis is manageable. We're gonna take this platform up, or we're not. Could just don't. I guess we'll just don't for now. You know, we'll just pretend there isn't anything interesting on this screen that I'm outright ignoring. Because why would I do that? So we never fully climbed this vertical corridor here last time. There's a lot of things I didn't do last time, such as play the game the way I'm expected to. And we're doing a bit of that now, I suppose, but still kind of in a weird, roundabout, non-linear nonsense way. So this time we're going to go all the way up. Last time Surprise Fish knocked me the heck out of what I was trying to do. We're going to go over here, put a weight down there, open this up. It's the Scale Sphere! And the Scale Sphere is pretty important. It makes it so water no longer hurts us. That's nice. And then there's, like, things to do here, a wall to open, a platform to put down, a weight on a pedestal. And then, wow, there's water coming down in this spot now, and we don't have to break this, but we will. And, you know, I think that's good for now. We'll just leave that alone. 147 health. Perfect for the boss. Not here, but here. Sometimes I get the areas mixed up because they're both kind of brown-orangey. Reddish-brown. Anyway. Making our way over here. We might remember having gone this way to get to the Endless Corridor, but this time we're gonna fight a Guardian. Get myself all prepped, get the axe out, get that Ankh Jewel out. Let's roll. This is Sakit. Sakit is a giant who we're gonna fight. Sakit is probably already dead, but we're gonna fight Sakit and kill him again. And that's just gonna be his reality. Sakit has a chain arm that he punches his fist with and puts out a nice long chain platform for us to run up and smack him in the face from. But he also has the other hand, which is a shooty hand, which we've already seen him use. A nice Sakit run. In a good run against Sakit, you will be lucky and you will not ever see the shooty hand, because all it does is waste your time and potentially get you more damage, and you don't want either of those things. And yeah. That's how quickly you can beat Sakit. With the axe. Once again, the axe is the best weapon. Okay, it's not objectively the best weapon in the game, but it's the best in the early game. And it will stay the best for a while. And yeah, we did that for a reason. It's actually the same reason that we beat Elmac, though we had a secondary reason to beat Elmac too, and that was opening up the way to meet with Mulbrook. But we beat Elmac so we could go to the backside area of the Temple of the Sun. Doing the same here. We're going to the backside area of the Mausoleum of the Giants, which is the Graveyard of the Giants. And we have a couple orders of business here. One of them is hopefully not getting blown up. Yeah. We're gonna go over here. Just casually, nonchalantly walk through this ice. Ooh, I don't have any more weights. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I won't. We'll see what happens. We'll get the grail point here, except we can't warp here. That's strange. Well, maybe we can do something about that. There's also a door over there that we're just gonna not go through. It goes to a place. We don't need to go there. Hopefully, something around here will drop weights, because we will need at least one, I think. I hate this ice robe. Wizrobe. Ice wizard. Not a big fan of these puffs either. They just kind of float around, and whenever you attack, they float away. It can sometimes be easy to hit them, but with the axe, it's only really easy to hit them with the up part of your swing, not with the swing down part. No, that one's just going all the way out of the way. Alright, well, I guess it just doesn't want to deal with me. Whoop. These enemies are annoying. They just take a lot of hits. You have to fight them on ice. Yeah, we need a weight. And we need another weight. Well, it's not relevant to what we're doing, but we might as well see if we can't get lucky and get some weights over here, maybe? That might be cool. This is the Tower of Ruin. We're not gonna do anything here, because I don't really need to do anything here, and I won't. And we've got these really formidable skeletons that take a lot of hits. They shoot bones out. They're really rude. Just in general, this place is pretty mean. Could be worse, though. Yeah, I'm going way off the path that I set for myself going here. Kind of just hoping I could get some weights quick and easy like, but not really happening, so you know what? We'll just toss this all away. We'll go buy some. Why do I keep going to the Gate of Guidance when I mean to go to the Mausoleum of the Giants? It's not that hard to do. Just go to the place that we're trying to go. We'll just grab a few weights. We'll not go overboard or anything. And, honestly, I'm just gonna see you back where I wanted to be. Alright, check this out. It's block puzzle time. So we gotta do some stuff, and the easiest way to do this is just go ahead and push one of these two over here, leave it, and then we're gonna go push this one up top also down. And now we can take this last one, push it also over, but it's not gonna fall in that gap. It'll just land right on top of it, which means we can push it to the left. Now, why do we want to do that? Well, we can use the block to push off this laser. Or block it off, rather. Heh. Block it off. Heh. And then we can put the weight down, and that does a thing for us. We'll go check that out in a second, because we first want to go put a weight down on this pedestal, which is just a hair more important. Gets rid of the ice there, and I guess that puff hit me? Rude. Open up this chest and we get Future Development Company, which is a software we can install? I think we have it installed. We can run the software, which requires RAM. We have limited RAM. The cool thing about this software we just got and picked up and have now is it lets us warp to the backside areas. We only have the one right now, but that's okay. We'll get more in the future for sure. Oh, for certain. We don't need to do this puzzle again because we did it once, and it was solved, and it's been solved, but we do need to go over here. Take this path up. And here's what we need the life seal for. Go ahead and break it. Open up that chest. Do an awkward jump to get up here, and we get the gauntlet, which is really cool. It speeds up our attack animations. So suddenly the axe is even better, because you don't have to do so much preparation. You don't have to attack so far in advance just to anticipate it landing. But also, check out the knife. It's like 2 frames now. It's so quick. It's absurd. Anyway, now that we've done that, we want to head to... yeah, Spring in the Sky. I think we're ready. Well, if I'm being honest, I think I want to go heal up again. It's just a time to feel healed. It's time to go use the hot springs. 84 health is like... it's not a small amount, you know, but... could do with more. I might just need more. I'll feel safer with more. Oh yeah, the axe is so much faster now. It's like as fast as the whip is normally, which, speaking of which... it's just absurd. I love it. Okay, now we're gonna go to the Spring in the Sky. For one very specific reason, which I ignored earlier. Back in the room with the platform that goes up and down, takes us all the way up to places. There was a big ol' glowing light just kind of hanging out on a spot of the screen. I think we want to mess with that now. Oh, except I don't want that. So this is a fairy point. We activated these. Oh my god! I just immediately got the fairy I wanted. Okay. That is amazing luck. I'm gonna say that right now. Key fairies are incredibly rare. So let me just use this key fairy and try to explain what the heck's up with fairies on the way to doing what I need to do with it. So there's 4 kinds of fairies. We activated fairy points when we spoke with the Fairy Queen in the Endless Corridor after we got Isis Pendant, which we only did just so that Mulbrook would finally give us the Book of the Dead last time, but it had useful... it had importance. Now we're in the Gate of Time, and like, I'm way behind in things I'm trying to talk about. Goodness gracious. There's 4 kinds of fairies. One of them is a healing fairy, and another is an attack fairy, which just uses your sub-weapons without expending any ammo. One of them's an item fairy, which just makes more items, makes enemies drop more items, make pots drop more money, just overall good things. And then the key fairy, which is the special one. The key fairy can open up hidden doors, locked doors in a lot of areas. So very specific, context sensitive. Let us into the Gate of Time, which is just a throwback to the original freeware La-Mulana, which was designed to look and sound and play like an MSX game. Which is a thing. You can look it up. This used to be a door to the Twin Labyrinths. It still has the symbol for the Twin Labyrinths right there. But it doesn't head there anymore. Instead it drops us off here, where it's dark, and quiet, and cold, and blue. And tubes. There's tubes in this area. Where could we be? Who knows? It's just a weird little shortcut to this area that exists in the Gate of Time, and it's pretty much just there for fun, but you can take advantage of it to get to this area much earlier than you normally would. This is the Tower of the Goddess, and normally you get to it from this door right here, which incidentally is on the surface past the waterfall, of all places. This is the backside area for the Spring in the Sky, but you don't get to it from the Spring in the Sky. Though you get to it from an area that has some thematic connections, I suppose. And normally you can't even get here through that door until you've beaten, again of all things, the boss of the Inferno Cavern, which we haven't even been to. We've stopped in, but we have not done anything there. And in fact, we don't even have the Grail Point. We can't even just go back there. We'd have to go back to the Temple of the Sun for that. So this is just kind of a place we can be. I'm gonna read this, break this pot, put a weight down here, and we're just gonna leave that alone. It did something somewhere else. So why do we want to be here? To be honest, there's not that much that you can even do in the Tower of the Goddess. It's a really weird area. It's not very self-contained in the sense that most of what you can do here is determined by things you do in other areas. But we're going to try our best to do most of what we can do here. And the other important thing about the Tower of the Goddess is that it's more of a facilitator area than it is like an area unto itself. It's really... It's an important gateway to a couple of other areas. And not just different like areas of the ruins, but specific sections of those areas of the ruins that are otherwise inaccessible. We might see a bit of that, or we might not. Probably might not. Probably gonna err on might not. But we're gonna see how much we can get done in the Tower of the Goddess today. Starting with climbing the tower itself, which is a bit of an ordeal. This is the way I typically do it, is with the double jump, but the way that you're supposed to do it is... I think with the double jump, yeah, I think you kind of need the double jump to get around here, but with the double jump and another item in tandem, one that we haven't gotten yet, and, oh no. This screen's annoying. Wish I hadn't fudged up that jump, and there we go, that's the thing, is you get knocked off the tower and, you're going all the way down if you fall off to the side. That's how this game is. There's also these invisible enemies on some screens, which are annoying. They're just there. They're not totally invisible. You can kind of see them. At least I can. I hope with video compression you can kind of see them. Probably can't. But that's okay. Bats are a real nuisance on these screens because they will fly right into you at the worst time. And so that's just the story of the Tower of the Goddess. It's just trying to climb up and getting knocked down, messing up your jumps, having to do it all over again. But it's also not that bad once you get the hang of it. Let's get rid of the skeleton again, and let's not mess up our jump. Excellent. Read that grail point, save at that grail point, have that grail point. And now we can actually warp here too. That was the reason we went and got Future Development Company. So, we can go over here, but there's not a whole lot to do over here, just a couple of enemies and a couple of pots. I'll take that weight, even though I'm very well stocked. How much over in this room? But there is a door in the bottom right that you can see. Or not door, but, you know, path to another area. And over here we can break this wall. We have kind of a similar situation. Again, a pathway to another area, but no way to get there. Methinks we're gonna have to do some other stuff. So, we can warp back to the tower. Now we're gonna go do some other things that are going to influence things in the Tower of the Goddess. First and foremost, do I want to go this way? No, I want to go this way. First and foremost, we got to go do a thing in the Spring in the Sky. Unsurprisingly, this is the big connection between the two areas. It's important that they have something, considering you can't just walk from one to the other. We'll just make our way down to the bottom section of the Spring in the Sky, which you might remember from the time that we flooded the temple. That was fun. Just leaked all the water out of here. Made the Temple of the Sun a very different place, and also let us access Chamber of Extinction. But weirdly enough, on this screen, you can just walk through this wall, and when you do, you end up over here. There didn't used to be water running through here either. That only happened once we activated the water up top in that big old room to the left of the vertical corridor that we took the platform up in to get the scale sphere. See how everything's kind of connecting together? So we can just break these grates here, which we could only do once we read that one tablet we read in the tower. And you might notice there's another grate over there. How do we get to that one? Weirdly, we have to go to the Mausoleum of the Giants. There is a reason for it, though. There is a very explicit story reason, lore reason, world reason. But it's in a tablet that I never read, and I'm never going to read. So figure it out for yourself. We bust up this rock fist? I think we can. Heck yeah. That guy's pointing at this pot. Let's go in it. That makes sense. That's a thing you can just do. Break this other crate. And, that did something. What did it do? Let's fall down the tower and find out. Get hit by invisible enemies that are annoying. Thanks. Oh yeah, these are here now. That went better than I expected. Let's see if we can't take down the other one just as quickly. These things are called Vimana, and they're like a little mini-boss here in this area that's just kind of here. Just a floating platform, propeller platform, and they hurt. They're sort of just in the way. Come out of the walls. No, don't head down. Oh, you're so annoying. They bust you up. There we go. Okay, I got what I wanted. That did a thing. Jeez. I'm gonna take a quick break and heal. This place hurts. Okie dokie. So that was the thing that we wanted to do. And we did it, so that's cool. That's all taken care of now. There are consequences for that, I think. There are, but they're not in this direction. But there are other things we want to do that are in this direction. So we're gonna go do them. Because that's just how I operate in this video today, it seems. There's another fairy point up there, but we don't really need it. So what we did in the Spring in the Sky is we let water come through to the Tower of the Goddess. And now it's floating through these tubes. Interestingly, this water has current, which none of the water streams in Spring in the Sky do. Makes it harder to flow up, or swim up through this water. It's pushing us down the whole time. Oh, jeez. But it also means that there's water in some of the tubes which we can't even swim down through, because it's pushing us up too much. There's a way to get around that, but we're not going to be seeing it for a bit. So we're just going to nonchalantly put a weight there where that symbol is. Suddenly there's a pedestal here where that symbol also is. And I think now I want to head down. That work out? Not quite, I think, because we can't swim against this current. Yeah. So I just gotta have to warp. Just gotta have to warp. Those invisible enemies are just really the worst. Also, I love having my axe be so fast. It's so good. The axe is just really good. Okay, and then doing those two things where the symbol was, open up this chest, which gives us the Eye of Truth, which is the symbol. What it does is it lets us see those invisible enemies finally, but it doesn't change their rowdy, obnoxious behavior. Oh well. Can't really change one's nature, I suppose. But that did a thing. Yeah, I think we wanted that. I think we wanted that in conjunction with beating the Vimana. Yeah, and now these platforms are here. I think they wouldn't have been here if I didn't have the Eye of Truth. I think. That's what I recall, anyway. Just get out of here, come on. So similar to the platform in the Spring in the Sky, in the room that activated the water, we can just go over here, land on this. If I can actually do what I'm trying to do. Depress it a bit, and bring it all the way down to the bottom. That did something. Incidentally, there's one over in this room, too. Wow, symmetry. I love it. Bring this one down. also made a noise somewhere, and presumably did a thing. This chest that wasn't here before is now open. It has the plane model in it. There's just things are happening. Items are items. I don't know why it's a plane model, and I don't know why the plane model, of all things, gets rid of the statue there. And also makes this statue... I thought it was going to happen immediately, but it only happens when you get close enough. Makes this statue move, toss the shield down, and then crumble. It's strange. The plane model just does things. Anyway, over here leads back to the Graveyard of the Giants, but it does lead to a different part of it than we could have gotten to before. So that's pretty important. Meanwhile, over on the left side, we can actually make our way back there. Weirdly, we can't go through this door. Whatever this area is, we can't get into it from here. But you know what? I'm determined. So, we've done basically everything we want to do in the tower, but there is something else I want to do today. Let's kill Catball again. In truth, we still have unfinished business in the Temple of Moonlight. I mean, we have unfinished business everywhere. Except maybe the Temple of the Sun. Kind of done most of what we can and want to do there. So we're going to go on a weird and wacky side quest type thing, where we just wander around the Temple of the Moonlight and just scan a bunch of stuff. Like that. It's all for reasons. The long and short of it is that there's four different tablets in the Temple of Moonlight that tell you what things to scan in order for some pedestals to appear in a very specific room. We just scan right here too. And also, we want to open the way up here, which we do by shooting that happy face. Which is definitely a reasonable thing to do and not strange. You know, I don't even need to say that. Everything we do in this game is strange, no matter the context. We do the waiting for the platform dance. Hop on that platform. I love hopping on platforms. Please join me in my one true love, hopping on platforms. Oh, we do actually also want to go over here, though. I forgot, and I'm sorry. There's something very important, and I should have just jumped on that little triangle at the tip of the pyramid, but it's fine. We'll take the slightly longer-ish way over. We're heading back to the same spot that we went to get to the Serpent Staff. Or not to get to the Serpent Staff. To get to whatever it was that was over here. I can't remember, up at the top of that corridor. Anyway, scan that. Whatever it is. It's like a person doing a dance pose. Being a person who dances, presumably. Now we can make our way further up. Now we have a good reason to. We've gotten everything else done down here that we need to. Ugh, bugs. Bugs in my way. All I want to do is jump from platform to platform, and they're just bugs everywhere, making my life annoying. It's inconsiderate. You may have noticed there's another pedestal right here that was not there before. That's because of the thing that we scanned. All the pedal studs that are in that room are there because we scanned things. And so we just need to go get one more. It's all the way over on the left room here. And if I'm lucky, I can go get it and then come back into this room in order to get the Grail point. Because that'd be really nice. And you know, while we're here, might as well get this in this chest. I mean, it's right there. Why not? What reason could we possibly have to skip out on the Grapple Claw? Only the coolest ninja-type weapon. Lets you hold on the walls whenever you hold up, and you can jump away from the wall, too. Anyway, we want to make our way up to the top of this screen. Scan that. That's all four things. Dangaroo. It's all four things. I can't remember. Do I want to fall to the left? I want to fall to the right, I think. There we go. Would have missed it if I fall to the left. Behold, the Temple of Moonlight is the sanctuary of lovely women. You know, who doesn't love some lovely women? But they're lovely for a reason, just because people love them. Anyway, enough babbling about silliness and women and moons. We're gonna put weights on these pedestals in a very specific order. We want to open them all from left to right, but you don't know, outside of trial and error, what order these will open when we put weights down on them. But, you know, you can figure it out over time. Look at the Fruit of Eden. Interesting, very interesting. We want this for a reason, which I will get to shortly. Soon. Because up here is Eden. A paradise deep in the fog. Clear the fog and you will be surrounded by more happiness. Head for the Tree of Eden with the Fruit of Paradise in hand. Well, this is the Tree of Eden, and we do have the fruit. So let's put it down. Well, okay.